Meta doesn't trust you. It doesn't matter if you've had a Facebook or Instagram account for years. When it comes to ads, Meta sees every advertiser as guilty until proven innocent. And if Meta doesn't trust you, your ads won't work well, your account could get flagged, and your money will disappear fast. But if you build trust first, Meta will actually help you, finding the right people, making your ads better, and making sure your money isn't wasted. In this video, we're going to show you how to make Meta trust you before you even start running ads, the #1 mistake people make when running ads with a new ad account, and how to start your ads the right way so you don't lose money. Because at the end of the day, Meta doesn't care about you, your product, or your business until it knows how much you care. Robots rule the world nowadays, so from now on, Meta needs to know that you're real before you start running ads. Even if you've had a Facebook or Instagram account for years, Meta is always skeptical about brand new business pages. So before you even touch Ads Manager, spend a few days posting things on your business Facebook page, interacting, like leaving likes or comments. Just basically be a normal person on Facebook and Instagram. And this isn't just busy work. Meta is watching. It will trust you if you start to act like a human instead of a bot. And when Meta trusts you, your ads have a much better chance of working. Meta is like that one friend that we all have that doesn't trust people. If you show up out of nowhere, throw money at it, and say, "Hey, promote my business," Meta's gonna speed walk the other way. So before you even think about launching your first ad, give Meta a reason to trust you. Now let's talk the biggest mistake new advertisers make. Thinking your first ad budget is just money spent. Here's the wrong way to think about it. I need to make money back right away or it's not worth it. Think of it this way instead. I am paying Meta to go find my audience for me. Think of Meta as a fisherman you hire to go get fish for you. You don't even have to do the fishing ever. The fisherman does it all. You just give him an idea of what kind of fish you want, and he goes out on the water. You've hired a great fisherman, but this is a brand new lake. He doesn't know the best spots, or the right bait, or even what kind of fish live there. But as he fishes more and more, he figures it out. Pretty soon, he's bringing in more fish faster and of better quality. That is exactly how Meta works. The more you let it run, the better it gets at finding your best customers. But you wouldn't just hire a fisherman and expect him to work for free until he catches you fish. You pay him for his time while you sit on the beach because he's the one going to get you the fish. Your first ad budget is not wasted. It's just paying Meta to learn and get better at catching what you actually want. The longer you let Meta fish for you, the better results you will get. But you have to be ready to invest something up front. Now let's talk about how to actually set up your ads the right way the first time. When you start a new campaign, it will ask you what your goal is. Do not overthink this. Just start with where you want to go. If you want leads, pick leads. If you want sales, pick sales. If you truly ever want just traffic, pick traffic. Most people want to get paid sometime, so most people will choose lead or sales. With audience targeting, use a hybrid targeting approach. Don't go fully broad with targeting at the start. This works much better if your account is established and Meta knows your audience better than you do. Right now, chances are you know your audience better than Meta does. So you need to give it some suggestions of where to start. Use the Advantage Plus audience to give Meta suggestions of who your audience is. Use just a handful of interests and a basic age parameter to suggest to Meta who to show your ads to based on who your customers already are or who they most likely will be. We have a video right here that will help you exactly set up your audience correctly the first time. Once you set up your audience, the key is to keep your ad structure simple. And what I mean here is don't go running multiple campaigns for your first one. Just start with one campaign with a few different ads. Adding too much in at the first overwhelms Meta's learning process and it takes much longer. So let Meta focus on one goal and give it enough budget to learn. Your budget at the start needs to be something you're willing to lose, even if you don't make any money in the first 2 weeks. Commit to something that will actually allow Meta to show your ads. $1 a day probably won't work, but starting between $10 to $30 a day works well for most businesses. And don't increase your budget too quickly. Sometimes Meta really will throw away your budget if you increase it too much too soon. So get your audience set up right, commit to a 2-week budget, and don't overwhelm Meta with too many ads. This will help Meta learn faster. And that's pretty much it. Here's what to expect in the first few weeks of running ads. The first 3 to 5 days are tough. You might see high costs, no one buying your product, or weird traffic. That's totally normal. After 7 to 10 days, Meta will start recognizing patterns. You might start seeing some sales or some engagement with your ads or your business page, but still could see high costs and lower conversions. Now is not the time to panic. Let Meta keep doing its thing. Trust it. Just remember, patience wins. When you graduate past your first 2 weeks, keep the ads running that are working, turn off the ads that are not working, and try to replicate the ones that are working well for you. When you try to replicate them, try not to tweak too many settings. There's some nuance to scaling good ads, but that's another video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more ad and marketing tips on the regular.